Hi there, this is Monica, and in this video we will be discussing gaslighters and how to break free from their ill influence and get your control back. They say if someone or something feels off, it usually is the case, and you mustn't ignore your gut feel. Your intuition or gut feel is your soul's built-in radar. Trust your instincts, and if the friendliness seems phony, beware, you're dealing with a gaslighter. In my previous video, I'd shared how to identify these psychological manipulators. We're all free spirits, and we have the most powerful gift of free will, which even the gods and angels don't interfere with. Then why do we let a mortal being affect us so much? We underestimate our own magical power. Is gaslighting a dark power? Well, it's the deepest kind of moral wrong. We all question whether we're right about something. Gaslighting takes that necessary quality for human interaction and uses it to undermine our ability to interact at all. And that is dark. A person might gaslight once or twice, but when it's a repeated patterned behavior, be careful. You need surgical separation from such people and get as far away as possible. And if you're unable to do so, drastically reduce interactions, and please never let them see you sweat, because seeing you affected is their payoff, knowing they succeeded in upsetting you. Don't give them the desired reaction and they'll leave you alone. You can't give them a tit for tat here. You don't bark back at a mad dog, do you? And if you succeed in giving them a taste of their own medicine and they go silent in shock at that time, don't be fooled. They will come back for you. Please know that confronting a gaslighter almost never works. When you try to bring up their efforts to distort reality, they'll only distort it further and refuse to acknowledge what they're doing. If you think you're a victim of gaslighting, here are some tips on how to get your control back. Number 1, disengage. The best decision you will ever make here is to walk away and cut all contacts and go radio silent. Don't let the gaslighter even attempt to convince you that things will be different this time around, or that you're overreacting. They'll start the whole sending you on a guilt trip again. Manipulating is their basic default. If your partner genuinely wants to change, then they'll acknowledge their wrongdoings and will apologize. They will ensure they don't repeat the same mistakes again. You'll see it in their actions. But you can't change a person. And if the gaslighter refuses to change their destructive and abusive behavior, then leaving the relationship for the sake of your mental and emotional sanity is your best option. Number 2, do not blame yourself. Don't blame yourself for calling their bullshit. Their twisted ways aren't your fault. Logic and reasoning don't work with them. And the sad truth is that they may never realize or admit to their wrongdoings because they don't think they're doing anything wrong. All you can do is remember that there's nothing you could have done differently. And it's important to remember that how they treat you is a reflection of how they feel about themselves. It's not you. It's not about you. You know who you are and what's best for you. No one gets to define that. Number 3, you must stand by your decisions. Don't let the self-doubt consume you. It was a manipulative seed sown by the gaslighter to destabilize your belief system. Trust your version of reality. Remember that 90s fiction movie, Total Recall, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, who suddenly finds himself on Mars and is unable to determine if the experiences were real or the result of the memory implants. Well, that was not his reality, but were actually the implants. So don't let the gaslighter alter your reality. Stand your grounds. Listen to your inner voice. It knows better. You don't need to win an argument with the abuser. You simply need to stand by your decisions, absolutely determined. Though be prepared for them to try everything in their power to get you back into their clutches. They need attention. And if they aren't getting it from a new relationship, they will come back for you. Keep up no contact. You may have forgiven them, but don't forget, they're still toxic. Things will never get better with a gaslighter, only worse. Number 4. Self-defense is the best offense. Keep a record of all your communication. Most of the times, a lot is lost between what is said and done. Keep a track of it all. Written proofs, or better yet, the digital proofs these days, can't be denied. Don't leave any margin for the BOD, which is benefit of doubt, because you might just give one to the smart manipulator who is always trying to shake your grounds. These proofs will help you prove the truth. Number 5. Confide in a trusted support system. When you suspect being gaslighted, it's important to confide in a trusted friend, loved one, or professional. Opening up to someone is not only an additional form of documentation, but it will help you make sense of what's happening to you while getting a third person's perspective, and will help you gain the courage to walk away, if that's the option you choose. I do hope this was helpful. Sending you all gallons of love, light, and magical blessings. May the angels always be with you.